The nurses and doctors saved my life, and I just can't thank them enough.
A lot of times families and patients come in and they don't really know what we do, and they don't really know what our part in your recovery is. So I really like getting to do that kind of one-on-one and explain to people what it's going to look like and kind of what they can expect.
When they said that he was being transferred to Barlow, right away, you know, when we drove up, we realized he was right by the Los Angeles Police Academy. And my husband's a retired LAPD officer. My son and I said, oh, we're on familiar territory. We know exactly what's around the corner up here.
The nurses helped me get to an outside window where I could look out and see my wife and my son below, waiting and waving to me.
I loved the feel that we had when Jack got transferred here, because you could tell it was going to be very personal.
Early on when he had the trach, he wasn't tolerating the speaking valve, so he couldn't talk. And I ended up calling his family and I said, hey, why don't you guys bring him a whiteboard with some markers?
Being a kindergarten teacher, I'm like, oh, of course. Why in the world did I not think of that? I remember when he first got it, you know, he was able to, well, he drew a picture, tried to draw a picture of our dog to see, you know, and he was asking how our dog was.
Because he was still, you know, very alert and very able at that point. And that was a turning point. And then we just couldn't shut you up. Yeah.
I want to hug you.
Oh, okay.
Every time I called, everybody was just, they were so wonderful. I know they were busy. I know they had to be stressed. You never, ever would have known that from their voices, from anything. They were just above and beyond what we could have hoped for.
Being law enforcement, at times I had the opportunity to maybe save one or two lives or help people, but nothing like what the doctors and nurses did for me.
It was such a sense of relief to know that Jack was in a place with people that seemed to be very caring, very knowledgeable. There was not a day that my son and I weren't grateful and appreciative that Jack was here at Barlow, and that we now have formed a relationship here, and that I think we'll always have.
It's been almost a year since I've seen Jack, and it's been so nice to see such a positive outcome. So you walk back here.
From the bottom of my heart, I can't express my gratitude for all that Barlow did for Jack and our family to help him come home to us. This is our 53rd wedding anniversary. Last anniversary, of course, Jack was in the hospital. Without the good care that Jack received, we might not be here celebrating this 53rd anniversary. Thank you, Barlow. Thank you a million times, Barlow.